time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They ain't cuffing my cloth, they tugging it. Putting up numbers, 99 problems, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, boom, play, boom, play, play, who don't play.
Music licensing reimagined.
Play, who don't play, boom, play, boom, play, play, who don't play, boom, play, boom, play, play, who don't. Long time coming, black on the bottom of my feet from running, cataracts under my eyes from hustling, going from buying to selling to customers, run up the business, God is my witness, sun up to sun up from Monday to Sunday, we maxing our limits, my mind running like Tom Cruise on an action movie, moving a mission, they say that I'm tripping, I've been told I need a vacation, I'm finessing a visit.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to DFS by the Numbers. This is my last look for UFC 320. We have Magomed Ankalaev going against Alex Pereira 2. And yeah, really looking forward to this card. I mean, this card is pretty much stacked from top to bottom. We got 14 fights. 14 fights on the card. Every single fight has stayed on thus far. We did have a couple interesting situations at weigh-ins. We had Macy Chiasson come over a couple pounds. And then we also had the Jusong Yu Daniel Santos fight move to a catchweight. But yeah, outside of that, all these fights are good to go. And I'm looking forward to pretty much every single one of them. Have a lot of action on this card, a lot of spots sticking out. And hopefully everything goes according to plan. Hopefully the refs don't stop a fight and then continue the fight shortly after. Hopefully none of these fighters throw the fight and bet on their opponent. And yeah, hopefully everything goes smooth tonight. And I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, before we get into it and break it all down one last time, take one last look. If you guys could like the video, subscribe, to appreciate it a ton. And yeah, looking forward to it. A lot of action tonight. What is up, everybody in the chat? We got Anthony Fluffy Hernandez in the building, saying he's very confident in this card. Time to make some bread. Let's do it, Fluffy. Let's do it. And then, well, you were supposed to fight in like 2 weeks, but unfortunately Fluffy's injured, so it's now going to be Brendan Allen going against Reinier de Ridder. So hopefully Fluffy can recover here, maybe see him maybe early next year. So yeah, shout out to Fluffy Hernandez. We got Dixon Sider. Let's get this money. Brady in chat, what's up, Dixon? Good to see you in here. We got 4-ounce sniper. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what that cost. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah. Hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah. I don't even know what song that is, but yeah, I would tend to agree. I would tend to agree. We got Gary in the building. Yo, what's up, Gary? We got Sugar Bender. Let's go. Let's get it. Winther saying we're ready. I'm ready too. We got Ju Young. Oh, let's get this bread. Let's get it. Let's get it. We got Jake in the building. What's up? We got Seymour. Let's go, Brady. Let's eat. Let's do. We got Mark Schillingberg in the building. What's good, Brady? Let's get paid tonight. I hope so, man. I hope so. We got Webb Merks. Rogue DGen Parlay Boys got these lines so wide. I only have 2 bets on the whole card. Yeah, line definitely wide lines tonight, and they were wide. I was doing a show Sunday on Statickers, and the lines were very wide then. And now on fight day, we're starting to see money pour in on a lot of these favorites. We're starting to now see Veronica Hardy approaching minus 1,000. We're starting to see Punahele Soriano over the minus 400 mark. Ateba Godier minus 2,500. Salau minus 500. We're seeing a lot of money pour in. The Parlay Boys, if they haven't, parlayed enough already, on fight day, the money's pouring in on some of these parlay pieces. We got Ali in the building. What's up? Bricked up, ready for Mr. Van Zant and Mr. Suarez to show the world. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm tired of eating Raymond Brady. I need a 2-leg hammer. Let's see if we can find you some. There's a lot of parlay pieces. Did you really get the Trust and Vines under at minus 250? Yes, it was only there for a little bit. Was able to get in early, and then the line just got crushed, and it didn't stop. And currently the under's at like minus 650. But I did add something else today on the Vines fight. I think there's some very interesting spots for that Vines fight, the Godier Vines fight. We got Harry said, "Let's get it, legends." What's up, Harry? 4-ounce sniper. That's the old intro song. Shake my head, Brady. Let's get some money. The old intro song, like the "You Better Move, You Might Get Knocked Out," that got copyrighted. We got Jonan saying, "Good luck, Brady and the boys. Good luck to you as well. Drop your locks." What's up? Let's eat. Let's get it. Anyone in Trust and Vines? Got to be joking. Yeah, I'm not touching Tristan Vines, but I do have a lot of action on that fight. All right. And we got D'Amato Scorecard. So why are all the favorites so wide this week? Merab is less of a favorite than Veronica Hardy. What? I mean, it's a crazy week. It's a wild week. It's a very wild week. I mean, I don't like Mix at all. If anything, he can win a close decision. This dude's past competition has shown not to be much. I mean, I think Mix is probably one of the best spots on the board, or at least was. He was like minus 250. Now he's minus 330. I'm very, very confident in Mix. If Mix loses to this guy, I mean, he should be ashamed of himself. Brady, I need Brogan Walker to get one takedown, or I might be living under a bridge tonight. I don't. You might be living under a bridge tonight, Dixon. I don't know. I don't love it, but all right. Let's get into this card here. We got Veronica Hardy going against Brogan Walker. We got Veronica Hardy minus 925. Brogan Walker is at plus 625, so I don't have any action on this fight. Stay away from this one. I mean, Veronica Hardy minus 925 is pretty disgusting. She's somebody that really should never be minus 925, but she's going against Brogan Walker, who just really, really doesn't belong here. You know, there's a couple fighters on this card that I just really don't think belong here. Tristan Vines being one of them, Brogan Walker being one of them. It's like I thought Brogan Walker was probably like one and done after the Miller. I mean, the Miller fight was so bad. Like I was kind of shocked that they gave her another shot, and they did, and they let her fight Yasmin Lucindo, and she looked horrible in that fight too. And it's like 2.5 years since that Lucindo fight's gone by. What's changed? It's like she's probably not getting better at 36 years old. So yeah, Hardy should win, and then you got to kind of pick how she wins, and it's like I think she wins by decision, but the decision prop is best price minus 200. So yeah, I'm staying away from this one. But yeah, Hardy should win. I mean, if she doesn't win this fight, something went horribly wrong. Maybe she got hurt. Maybe she threw the fight and bet on Walker. But I mean, there's no reason, no excuse for Hardy to lose this one here. So yeah, I'm taking Hardy for the win, but no action on this fight at all. Khalil decision, maybe, but I like Yuri. Yeah, but Corey's getting smoked. I don't get these lines. I don't know if he's getting smoked. Sandy's going to put up a fight tonight. That's kind of what I think. I think Sandy's going to lose, but I think he's going to put up a fight. We got Wall Street and Tress saying taking a shot on the under 2.5 at plus 285. If she's that big of a favorite and Brogan doesn't belong, maybe she has a chance to get a finish. And yeah, that's typically the case, right? Like if you're minus 1,000, you should be getting a finish, but you know, Hardy's just not a finisher at all. But and maybe Walker's so bad though that she does get finished. But I also lost money on finish props on Lucindo somehow against her. So I'm not touching this one, but best of luck for everybody that is. Is Godier damn near a lock for DFS? I mean, if you can afford him, absolutely. I mean, this guy has 60-second bonus upside. He's 9,800. He's expensive. And the thing I struggled with this week is there's not a lot of dogs that I love down low. So it's kind of hard for me to get him in there. But I try to get him in there as much as possible. And he's going to win. It's just, can he win in 60 seconds, get that 60-second bonus? Can he get a couple knockdowns in there? But yeah, Godier should just smash tonight. Brady, pull up Brogan's IG right now and tell me she isn't going to try to grapple and wrestle. I hope she comes through with a takedown. Well, I mean, she should. She should try to wrestle and grapple, right? Like she's a black belt. That would make sense. Yeah, it makes sense. What'd you get on? What line did you get on the takedown prop, Dixon? Let's get this paper night. Let's get it. We got Mike Rocock. I'm here for Brady. What's up, Mike? Godier is absolutely a lock. I mean, if Godier loses, I mean, it'd be wild. It'd be absolutely wild. Yuri got past rackets just fine. He can take the calf kicks. I think he can too. Plus 350 for just one takedown. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Who's your favorite two dogs? Jusong Yu, especially after all the shenanigans. Money is starting to come in on him though. And then I like the Sandhagen plus 9.5 point spread, which means Sandhagen has to just win 3 total rounds in the fight, so can lose a 49-46. That's kind of how I played Sandhagen. I think those would be my favorite two dogs. Other than that, I think a lot of these favorites roll. But, you know, we have a lot of favorites that are very untrustworthy and can crap the bed, like Edmund Shabazian, very untrustworthy. Puna Soriano, very untrustworthy. Ramiz Brahimaj is going to be dangerous early. So, but yeah, my favorite dogs are probably you and Sandhagen. We got Elijah One in the building. What's up, Elijah One? If you don't bet Brogan Walker, TKO, never a gamble again. I mean, I don't. That'd be wild. That'd be wild. I got Muniz and Gutierrez for DFS to get to Godier. Yeah, and there's some options down low. I think Ramiz Brahimaj down low. Don't mind some Corey Sandhagen. I think even in a loss, Sandhagen can score well. So there's some decent pump plays. Brady, you think Emmet can catch a KO at plus 650? Nah, not really. I bet Emmet KO, and it was like plus 500 against Bryce Mitchell. But here it's like, I think Zalal is just going to be hard to find, you know? I think Zalal is going to try his best not to get hit. So I just don't know if there's going to be a lot of opportunities. And he's 40 years old at featherweight. All right. Move on to the next fight. We got Austin Vanderford going against Ramiz Brahimaj. And I don't have anything on this fight either. But I think Brahimaj round one makes a lot of sense. You know, if he's winning this fight, he's probably winning it in round one KO potentially even. But kind of feel like Vanderford's going to weather the early storm here, drag it into deep waters and win the fight either by decision, maybe a late finish. I think a live bet on Vanderford could be the better option. He's minus 300. Ramiz is going to have his best round in round one. It's just after every single round one, Ramiz kind of tapers off. Not kind of, he does taper off. We've seen it in the Griffin fight, the Court McGee fight. And I think Austin Vanderford will kind of start taking over. Takedowns will come easier and easier. And kind of see Vanderford winning in the latter half of the fight. So, yeah, there's a lot of spots sticking out. I think there's a lot of different outcomes. Like I can see Brahimaj first round submission, first round knockout. I can see a Vanderford decision. I could see a Vanderford late finish if Ramiz does slow down. And when I see this many outcomes in a fight, I typically like to stay away. I could see the fight ending. I could see Vanderford winning by decision because, you know, Ramiz is so tough. So, yeah, I'm just staying away from this one. But I know a lot of people taking a shot on Ramiz round one. And it's not, I mean, we're not getting the best line on it, but plus 350 on Bet Online, which is wild. He's a massive dog. I mean, his money line's almost plus 350. You can get plus 750. I don't think that's horrible. But, I mean, Ramiz round one against Billy Goff, I think was like almost plus 1,000. His round one prop against Gall was pretty good too. So, yeah, they're kind of catching on to it, the round one prop. But, yeah, if Ramiz doesn't finish him in round one, I think Vanderford wins the fight. But don't have too much interest in this one from a betting perspective, at least. You think Mix and Piper parlay might be good? I like it. I think both come through. Feeling like Brahimaj is going to win. He could. It's just got to be early. That's why I'd rather, bet the round one prop at plus 750. I'm mainly torn on Santos and you his last fight. I didn't have much interest in you at first, to be honest. I thought he'd be a very popular dog, and he will be a popular dog. But after seeing Santos, request a catch weight, I mean, this guy's a bantamweight. He requested a catch weight at 153. I definitely have a lot more interest in you this week. Brady's undefeated and undisputed. Appreciate that. Walsh saying, I agree with round one look, and I really like how Ramiz has looked recently. Yeah, he's looked incredible. I think he's getting better. He's getting a lot better. He's in good form. Not the worst dog to take a chance on with this card. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't mind him, taking a shot on DraftKings down low. He's very cheap as well. So, but if it doesn't happen in round one, it's probably not going to happen at all. We got green check mark out of unit on Ramiz, Brahimaj, and Zalal both by submission. Yeah, and both those are live. All right, let's move on to the next fight. And like I said, the parlay boys are coming in. I mean, Puna Soriano at minus 425. I think it's getting a little bit ridiculous here. Veritenikov plus 325. So I liked Puna, but I liked him at like minus 215 last week. And now he's minus 425, and he's just not the type of guy you want to lay minus 425 on. And, with that said, I think Puna has all the tools to look minus 425, but I do have concerns about his fight IQ, and I do have concerns about the game plan. If I knew for a fact that he come out here and wrestle hard for 15 minutes, then I'd be more inclined to, agree with this line. But even then, it's like, oh, gosh, I don't know. I think a lot can go wrong with Puna Soriano minus 425. I'm not convinced he's going to knock out Veritenikov, who has a very good chin. Veritenikov went 15 minutes with Barlow, 15 minutes with Michael Morales. So I think Puna needs to wrestle here. And if Puna does wrestle here, I think he wins. I think he probably looks like a big favorite, but I'm just not 100% sold I can count on him to do that. So this fight kind of sketches me out, especially with money pouring in on Soriano, especially with him at minus 425. I think there's no reason he should lose this fight, but I can also see a bunch of scenarios where he does drop the ball. Maybe he doesn't wrestle. Maybe he does try to strike with Veritenikov. And if that happens, we could be looking at a much closer fight than the line does indicate. So I was on Soriano earlier in the week. I arbed out of it with the line move. I just have a bad feeling about this one. If somebody's going to crap the bed tonight, I kind of feel like it's Soriano or maybe like Edmund Shabazian. I kind of feel like it's one of those guys. So, yeah, I'm fine with just staying away from this fight. But, yeah, if Soriano should win, it just comes down to the game plan. I'm just tuning in, but what are your final thoughts on Santos versus Songyo? I kind of have a much different opinion on that fight than I did earlier in the week with the catch weight. I mean, I'm worried about Daniel Santos. This guy's a bantamweight requesting a catch weight at 153. It just makes no sense. I think he's probably one of the best dogs on the board, but I don't know. Money's coming in on you. Are you going to stream the event so that I can watch? So I can watch it. I live in I can't. No, you're not. You're just not allowed to do that. You're just not allowed to do that. You'll get kicked off YouTube real fast. Puna has lost at this price range before. He's not reliable. He's not reliable. At minus 215, I liked it. I could see it. At minus 425, I mean, it's just too much. He's minus 330 on FanDuel, probably better. Even like minus 330, it's just not something I'm in love with. I'm skeptical that Puna has the cardio to wrestle for 15 minutes. Yeah, me as well. I think he can, but I don't know. I'm not minus 425 confident in it. So yeah. Best prize picks plays. I like the less on the Gutierrez significant strikes. I like the less on the Muniz significant strikes as well. I like less on the Ankalaev fight time. I did like the Daniel Santos more on the takedowns, but after the shenanigans, not really anymore. But yeah, that Godier less significant strikes is a pretty good look. It was at 45.5. Not sure what it's at now, but I think he's going to be on his back most of the fight. Let's see. Can you please watch Lovely Sad? It gives my parlay. What's that? What is that? Luna KO is a effing lock. Puna KO? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a lock, but I don't know. Veritenikov is very tough, so I'm a parlay boy and I can't touch that Pooner. Yeah, I'm not a parlay. Parlays have been horrible for me these past 2.5 years. Lay, good luck, Brady. Good luck to you as well. All good. All right, let's keep moving on to the next fight. We got Patchy Mix going against Viklatch. And yeah, I like Mix quite a bit. Money's been coming in on him throughout the week. The parlay boys are doing their job. He was minus 250, currently minus 330. I think it's a good buy low spot on Patchy Mix, and I know that's crazy because he's a minus 330 favorite, but he screwed a lot of people. He burned a lot of people, right? Like, people were really excited about Patchy Mix. The people were throwing him in the parlays last time. People were betting the sub props, and even I bet the sub prop for Patchy Mix. And yeah, I got burned, and it didn't feel good. But I mean, this is a much different matchup. It's a much bigger step down in competition. It's a grappler versus grappler matchup where Mix is just going to be better everywhere. Mix is going to be the better striker, the better grappler, the better wrestler. Mix has fought the much better competition. And I don't like how, Viklatch is making just a ton of mistakes on the ground, shooting sloppy takedowns, getting very sloppy on the mat. And if this fight's taking place on the ground, like I think it will, there's just a big levels difference in the grappling. Like, Viklatch is a good grappler, but Mix is an incredible grappler. We didn't get to see it in his debut for some reason, but I think we do see it here, and I think we see Mix showcase that grappling and showcase that he's not some bum. People are calling Mix a bum this week. He's not a bum. He had a bum performance. I mean, that performance against Batista was awful. It kind of looked like he threw the fight. But here, I think he gets back on track, and I think he finishes, Viklatch. I like the the inside the distance for Mix. I like the Mix sub. I think Mix finds a finish here in this fight. If he loses to Viklatch, I mean, then we can start calling Mix a bum, because that would be very, very bad to lose to this guy. But yeah, I like Mix here quite a bit. Under 2.5 here. Under 2.5 is sitting at plus money. I don't mind it. I don't mind. Mix has never been finished, though. Mix has never been finished. Viklatch is a dangerous submission grappler, but I kind of think most of the finishing upside's on the Mix side. But yeah, I don't mind it still. I think an under is definitely live here to hit. Patchy sold me 3 bands from a 50 bet. Shake my head. Yeah, I mean, I bet he probably screwed over a lot of people, man, in the Batista fight. It was just a really bad look, but it's just a much different matchup, much easier matchup for Mix here. We got Mick D saying, I got a lot on Mix a few different ways. Andy F'd me last time. Can he get the stoppage, Brady? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping Mix gets the stoppage here. I'm hoping Mix gets the sub. I'm hoping he gets that guillotine. And he should. I mean, he absolutely should. But hopefully we see him perform a lot better. He just performed really bad in his debut. The time to put money on Patchy Mix was in Bellator. He always looked like how he did versus Batista. Don't listen to these cappers saying he looked off. I mean, he looked off. I don't know what else to say. I mean, he looked off. We've never seen Patchy look that bad, ever. Considering the hype on Patchy I had in his debut, he has to do something noteworthy here. I like him inside the distance, but it's the same price as the under 2.5, plus 105. Yeah, money is coming in on Mix inside the distance, right? I got Mix inside the distance at plus 150. It's still plus 130 on some books, but I think that's a good look. Don't mind the under as well. We got Mike Rocock with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, Mike Rocock, saying, where's Uncle Weezy? Is he doing the drugs? I don't think he's doing drugs today. Probably get ready for some fights, man. Shout out to Mike Rocock. And shout out to Uncle Weezy. Appreciate you, Mike. We got Stacks saying, what's up, Stacks? Mix should get the sub easy. I'm hoping so. I took finish on Patchy in case he lands a knee or grounded pound. Yeah, that's why I do like the inside the distance. I really think it's sub, but that's why I played both. Yo, Brady, you're singing with Wheezy next time you two are together. Organized it with him yesterday. Thank me later. All right. I got you. Was really excited to gamble on this card. I'm addicted. There you go. But the amount of people I see so overly confident in some of these favorites is just scaring me away. Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the pay-per-view a couple months ago where just everything went wrong. I mean, Zella Huber lost to Michael Johnson. Dan Ige somehow lost to Patricio Pitbull. Kevin Holland somehow lost to Daniel Rodriguez. I hope it's not that case, but it kind of feels like a really straightforward card. And yeah, I hope so. He better. And same. If you're not subbing Yakin Viklatch, we have a serious problem. I got Vanderford, but I could also see a remise round 1. I'm not betting on that fight. All right, we'll move on to the next fight. We have Macy Chiasson going against Yana Santos. We got Macy Chiasson minus 220 now. Yana Santos is plus 185. Some money pouring in on Macy after she cheated. She blatantly cheated on the scales. And as someone who has money on Macy, I applaud her. I'm very happy that she cheated because you're allowed to cheat. If you're in the UFC, you're absolutely allowed to cheat. You're allowed to grab the cage. You're allowed to poke your opponents in the eye. You're allowed to kick your opponents in the balls. You're allowed to miss weight. You're allowed to randomly request catch weights. You're allowed to do all that, and there's no consequence. You're allowed to cheat, and cheaters, they win more often than not. We saw a cheater the other week. I mean, we saw in the Josias Musasa Colby Thickness fight. I mean, Thickness was on his way to losing that fight. He was exhausted, and then what did he do? He kicked Josias Musasa very hard in the balls. Got a couple minutes of recovery time to get some more energy back, and then he ended up getting a takedown shortly after, and he won. He won by cheating. There was no point taken. There wasn't even a warning, I don't think. So yeah, these cheaters, there are people you want to back. You want to back these cheaters because cheaters, they win more often than not. And Macy Chiasson, she blatantly cheated. She came in here a couple pounds overweight in a fight where she's going to look to wrestle. She's going to look to grapple. And I like Macy inside the distance here because if she's paying off this minus 220, it means that she was able to get takedowns. And if she's able to get takedowns, I mean, Yana Santos off her back just doesn't look good. Holly Holm was very close to finishing. Misha Tate was very close to finishing. We saw Aspen Ladd finish her on the mat. And Macy Chiasson's very good on top. I've been saying it all week. Macy Chiasson is a very good top. She's a very, very good top player. And if she gets on top of Yana Santos, she has those elbows. Macy has, sneaky submission game as well. If she can get to the back, I mean, Macy Chiasson's going to have some opportunities here to finish. So I like Macy. I liked her at minus 200. I like her inside the distance, and I think she can win potentially by really any method. I could see a decision. I could see a TKO. I could see a submission. I could see really any method here for Chiasson. But she needs to get the fight down to the ground. If it turns out she's not able to get takedowns, then it's going to be a very greasy fight. But I think she does. I think she will. I think she should finish. Usman Nurmagomedov is the king of cheating. There's a lot of cheaters. There's a lot of cheaters. If you aren't using your free cheat each type, yeah, you got to use that free cheat. You get a couple of them. You get at least 2 or 3. Eye poke, groin strike, weight miss. Yeah, we need more cheaters in the UFC. We need more cheating because there's no consequences. I think Abus wins with takedowns. I hope not. I'm pretty sure Santos is on PEDs at this point, but the fact remains that she still doesn't look like she knows how to grapple. Yeah, PEDs, they're not gonna help you grapple. They're not gonna help your ground game, but they can help you stuff takedowns. I mean, they can make you stronger, right? But if she gets put on her back, I kind of think that's where she's going to struggle. So yeah, she needs to keep the fight standing. Macy Chiasson, she's a very good top. She's a very good top. And congrats to Macy Chiasson. She just became a father. Her and her partner had a kid. So we could see that new dad strength with Macy Chiasson. So yeah, looking forward to seeing a potential some new dad strength, as you call it. Pfeiffer is my biggest worry in the parlay. Yeah, Pfeiffer's another guy that could be a little bit worrisome, but I think he gets it done. What do you think of the Chiasson minus 3.5 at minus 105? I'd kind of rather bet the inside the distance, but because I think if she's covering that minus 3.5, it's due to a finish. Because I think early on it will be tough to take down Santos, but I guess I don't hate it. But I'd rather. I mean, the inside the distance is a pretty good number. I mean, it was plus 270. On Hard Rock, still plus 210. I don't hate that. Pfeiffer looked like a treat at weigh-ins. He won't lose. There you go. He had that new dad strength. Shout out to Macy Chiasson. All right, we'll move on to the next fight. We have Daniel Santos going against Jusong Yu. And yeah, just a lot of shenanigans. I mean, too many shenanigans for my liking here. And I don't know. I've never been a fan of Daniel Santos, but he really has impressed me these last couple fights. He's showing that he can wrestle. And it's like, I don't want to take the weight. I don't know, what do you want to call it? He didn't miss weight technically, but he pretty much missed weight. I mean, he requested a 153 catch weight. I mean, that's a horrible look. This guy's a bantamweight. This guy doesn't even belong at featherweight. I mean, he looked like he didn't belong at featherweight, and now he's missing weight at featherweight. So it's just a really bad look for Daniel Santos. And Jusong Yu's kind of like an unknown. He hasn't really fought the best competition. Did not like what I've seen with his takedown defense. I've seen him get taken down a ton. I kind of think Daniel Santos can do that, and maybe he can, but I mean, I don't know. Daniel Santos is not a featherweight. He's not a lightweight. So I don't know what's going on with Santos. Is he hurt? I don't know. It makes no sense to me why Daniel Santos would request a catch weight. It literally makes no sense at all. He's literally a bantamweight. So, yeah, I think Jusong Yu is probably the side at this point, but I don't know. Plus 120. I guess I don't hate it. I did add a lot more Jusong Yu on DraftKings than I originally had, but I think I'm just going to stay away from this one. It's a really tricky fight. Because Santos does have a path with the grappling, but if he's like any way compromised, or if Jusong Yu has shown improvements with the takedown defense, I mean, this could be a U spot. Yu by knockout, I saw it like plus 460. guess I don't hate that, but Santos is very tough. I can see this fight playing out a bunch of different ways, but I think it's definitely a dog or pass. I'm leaning towards a pass with all the question marks, all the red flags surrounding this fight. So yeah, I'm staying away from this one, but I don't know. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested in this fight. I want to see how, Ju-Sung Yu performs against a guy that's, not horrible. I mean, this guy Ju-Sung Yu knocked out Jekka Sergey. I mean, this is a big step up in competition, and I'm curious to see, what's up with Daniel Santos. Why is he requesting a catch weight of 153 pounds? It just makes no sense. So yeah, I'm gonna sit back and watch this one and definitely enjoy it. I like Korean Connor, but Santos' decision is a good look, or fight goes to decision. I don't hate the fight goes. It's going to be one of those fights where it's just a war. I feel like it's going to be a war. Both guys have good moments. I could see Ju-Sung Yu getting a knockdown or two. I can see Daniel Santos getting to the back. I mean, I think it's one of those fights where it somehow goes the distance. It's going to be the sweat of the lifetime. But I could also see it finishing. I could see you landing a big shot. I could see Santos maybe finding a sub. So I think there's a lot of different ways this fight plays out. So I'm not touching this one. We go with the Punahele and Yu parlay. Santos literally got rocked. I mean, he gets rocked in every fight. We got Tony Megan saying Ramiz round 1 KO plus 2,000. I saw Ramiz round 1 KO at plus 3,000 on Hard Rock. It's like, I mean, it's a crazy line, dude. It's a crazy, crazy line. It's probably how he wins. So we'll see. But yeah, best of luck on that. I didn't bet it, but I get it. I absolutely get it. I will not. No. I would not be doing that. I would not be doing that. All right. Let's keep moving on to the next fight. We have Farid Basharat going against Chris Gutierrez. And yeah, I mean, parlay boys, they're coming in, man. 625 there on Farid. 625 favorite. Chris Gutierrez plus 450. Yeah, Basharat should win. I mean, Basharat, the path is there. Just wrestle this guy. Just take him down. I mean, Gutierrez gets taken down by pretty much anytime somebody wants to take down Gutierrez, they do, and they have success in doing so. We've just seen it so many times, and it's like, this is going to be one of the best wrestlers and one of the best grapplers that Gutierrez has faced in just a very long time. So yeah, I mean, the path there for Basharat. The path is there to look like a minus 625 favorite. I think even on the feet, it's competitive. But where Basharat's going to look like that big favorite is with the wrestling, the takedowns, the control. And what I don't like about Gutierrez is when he gets taken down, I mean, he just doesn't get up. He's content to lay on his back, lose minutes. And I kind of think it's a Basharat by decision, but Boser by decision, best price is minus 150. I actually don't think that's horrible, but if Gutierrez does show a sense of urgency and maybe does try to get up, then the submission would become live, which is plus 500. So yeah, I mean, I think it's between a Boser decision or submission. I lean decision, but no action for me on this fight here. I think Boser gets it done though. Boser point spread is minus 160. I mean, if he wants that to hit, he will. The only thing that would scare me is if he wants to go out there in one of these rounds, could be any round, test his striking for 5 minutes. And if he does that, we could see one of the crooked judges give it the other way. Or maybe, he tests his striking for a little bit. Gutierrez lands some big shots, lands some big leg kicks, and then he gets a takedown and they score the round based off of damage. So, I mean, it all comes down to Boser. If he wants that minus 3.5 to hit, it'll hit. He's just got to wrestle. If he wrestles, I think he covers that. Chris will win upset of the night. I mean, for him to win upset of the night, I mean, Farid's just going to have to make a huge mental error. If Farid doesn't wrestle, for some reason, I think Chris is live, but it's just Chris can't really stuff a takedown. And he just has no get-up game. So I got to go Boser, but the line is wide. The line is very wide. Passing this fight, I'm passing as well. Nothing really sticking out. Ramiz Brahimaj is a bitch. Oh my gosh. He never won another. I think he'll win another UFC fight. Ramiz, absolutely. All depending on who he's getting matched up against, but Ramiz ain't bad, at least early. And Ramiz has a lot of wins in the UFC. A couple, I think he has 4 wins. I'm just wondering if Santos is the size to grapple with you. Santos looked like a little bag of milk at weigh-ins. You is big and athletic. Yeah, I mean, that's the question. But, I mean, Yu was getting taken down by some bums, though. prior to the UFC, but I do think Yu has potential to make improvements. And if we do see improvements in the takedown defense of Yu, I think he's very live to win this fight. Press conference for this card was pretty funny. I didn't even see it. I saw clips here and there. I didn't even watch it, but didn't really have much interest in the press conference this week. Fareed only fights cans. I would, heavily disagree. Is Damon Blackshear a can? Absolutely not. Is Taylor Lapis a can? Absolutely not. He's not really fighting cans. Maybe before the UFC, but in the UFC, he's actually fought some pretty decent guys. We got Gio. What's up, give me Brogan Walker. You crazy, man. I'm not touching that fight. Best of luck if you're really taking the shot on Brogan Walker. Best of luck to you, man. But that will not be me. Juice saying you KO, yes or no? I don't hate it. I kind of think he's going to drop him. It could be one of those bust your TV type moments where you drop Santos maybe twice and it somehow goes to decision. I can just see myself betting that and busting my TV. So I think it is live. I think there's some value on the UKO and the U money line, but I'm not touching that fight. All right. I am touching this fight. Emmet Shabazian going against Andre Benise. And yeah, Shabazian, he's never really a guy you want to trust at minus 300, but in a way, I just feel like it's a very good matchup for him here because early on, Shabazian is a really good fighter. If fights only lasted 7.5 minutes, Shabazian probably would be undefeated. Maybe one loss against Fluffy, but this guy Shabazian is very good in the first round, very good in those first 7.5 minutes. It's just once the fight hits the 7.5 minute mark, he just kind of falls off a cliff. Everything kind of falls apart. But here in this matchup, I think Benise is going to really struggle to get takedowns early. I think Shabazian will be able to stuff these takedowns, keep it on the feet. And then on the feet, there's just a massive difference in the striking. And Shabazian has a lot of power, and Benise just doesn't have a chin. Benise has been knocked out 6 times. He's coming off of a brutal knockout loss against Ikram Aliskerov. Benise has been finished in all 7 of his losses. So I think this is a great spot for Shabazian to come out here, touch the very chinny chin of Andre Benise and do it early as well. So I like Shabazian. I think he gets it done in the first round by knockout. I like the under 1.5. Money's coming in on the over, and I just don't understand that. If why is money coming in on the over when Shabazian's minus 300? I don't get that. So I like the under. I like Shabazian KO1, KO2. I like Shabazian round 1, round 2. I think he should get it done and get it done pretty violently, pretty early. He did go to decision with Petrosky in his last fight, which makes no sense, but I truly believe that was a fixed fight. I think Shabazian either bet on his decision prop or something because it just makes no sense. So I'm hoping he gets back to his finishing ways here against the very chinny Andre Benise. So yeah, give me Shabazian here to get it done early. Edmund sucks. He doesn't suck, dude. Look at some of the guys that's beating Edmund Shabazian. Guys like Jack Hermanson. Does Jack Hermanson suck? No. Guys like Nasruddin Imavov. Does Nasruddin Imavov suck? Absolutely not. Derek Brunson. Did Derek Brunson suck? Back in 2020? No, absolutely not. Does Anthony Fluffy Hernandez suck? Of course not. Does Gerald Mearshart suck? Maybe a little bit, but he arguably finished Mearshart. The ref Mark Smith just didn't stop the fight. So, he's losing. If he loses to Andre Benise, it's probably his worst loss ever. It'd be a very bad loss if he lost to Andre Benise. Carly Gies, round 3 KO hit for me. Fatima Klein, round 3 hit as well. This card, we're going to hit Hardy KO round 3 at plus 3,000. Yeah, I hit that Giudice KO 3 as well, and I did hit Klein. I believe I hit Klein inside the distance, but I will not be joining you on this one. I'll let you hit it. Take that Hardy KO 3. Chris ain't winning. Over 2.5 is the lock in the Fareed fight. I would tend to agree that I do like that over 2.5. Rab said that he has Georgian balls. Yeah, too much talk about balls. Shabazian fight under 1.5, minus 110 lock. It's definitely not a lock, but I like it a lot. I can't believe it's minus 110. I got reverse CLV'd on that. I got it like minus 132. The prelims are kicking off in about 21 minutes. Gone Puna takedown ladder. Let's make some money. I like that. I was looking at that as well. Puna, I think it was Puna 3 takedowns is like plus 1 something. Puna 5 takedowns, I think it was like plus 1,000, right? I don't mind that. I don't mind that. All right. I mean, the lines are getting blown out at this point, but I mean, Patchy makes it like as a parlay piece, and I like the fight won't start round 3 in the Edmund Muniz fight, which is minus 225. Puna, I like it, man. Puna Von Flu. I could see it. I could see Veritenikov going for that guillotine, right? Like an idiot. And then Puna just getting that Von Flu. I think it's actually live. plus 100,000, eh? I think that's very live. I could see something so stupid happening. Like, I mean, I could see it, dude. I could totally see it. That's a crazy line. They moved Farid up the card. They did something. I think they moved him down the card. So they actually have Farid Gutierrez as the third fight of the night. So they moved him down the card, and then they moved another fight up. Not sure which fight they moved up. Maybe the Santos U fight. I don't know. But yeah, Farid's now the third fight of the night. It will happen. If it happens, it would be one of the best calls of all time. Brady, your cover of My Heart will go on. May my eyes piss tears. Yeah, appreciate that, Dr. Peter. Glad I can make your eyes piss some tears. In Australia, my book is offering Puna 2 takedowns at plus 310. Wow. And 3 takedowns at plus 500. Also, plus 825 for 2 takedowns in the first round. I like all those. I like all of them. We got Cody MMA in the building. What is up, Cody? Best of luck to you tonight. Does Godier enjoy steaks and yachts? We'll talk about that shortly. I mean, that's the big question. So we got Taba Godier going against Tristan Vines. And yeah, I was wrong. I expected Godier to close at minus 3,000. We didn't quite get there. He's currently sitting at minus 2,500. We still have time. But I thought he would close at minus 3,000. And he is around there on some book. I saw on one book. Yeah, there it is. Minus 1408 on Betway. Minus 1667 on Bet Rivers. I mean, that's crazy. 2,500, 1,800. So yeah, the best price is plus minus 1667, I believe. So it could be some value there. But yeah, I mean, this isn't a real fight. This is a sanctioned murder. It's a fight that, I mean, I think whoever's responsible for putting this together is going to, get a few years in prison. I think, Mick Maynard, Sean Shelby should be absolutely ashamed of themselves. I think the commission should be ashamed of themselves. And I think, and I'm not even joking when I say this, I think we truly might see and witness the first death in the UFC octagon. I pray to God. I pray to God that Jason Herzog is nowhere near the building. I don't want him in the same state, when this fight is taking place. I don't want to see Jason Herzog anywhere near this fight. I don't want to see Herb Dean anywhere near this fight. We need somebody with we need Chris Tione in there. Chris Tione is all for, fighter safety nowadays. Who else? Goddard loves fighter safety. We need somebody that is all for fighter safety reffing this fight. Because if not, we could very, very well witness the first death in UFC history. So, yeah, it should be Godier KO1. And by the way, if you guys have Fanatics, they have Godier KO1 at minus 140. Last I checked, minus 140, which is by far the best price out there by a mile. Godier KO on FanDuel minus 220, which I even think that's probably some value there. They got it on DraftKings at minus 250. Bovada minus 300. So if you have Fanatics and you want to get action in on this fight, the KO1 is minus 140. So I like that. And yeah, Godier should go out there and get it done in the very first round. But I do fear for the safety of Tristan Vines. I really, truly do. I think it's Kerry Hatley. And oh, no, we got Kerry Hatley. We better not see Kerry Hatley in there, man. Poor Tristan Vines. It's disgusting. Yeah, we need a doctor. We need Dr. Peener in there for what's about to happen. We need we need Dr. Piener in there instantly. If only they had odds for how long until Vines is safely carried out of the octagon. I think they have first round murder odds. I saw first round murder at plus 100, and then they actually have second round murder at plus 850 if you're looking for some value there. But first round murder is plus 100 for Ateba Godier. I think that's live, and I think that hits. We need Uncle Weezy in there. Yeah, we need Uncle Weezy in there. Weezy would stop the fight. And yeah, hopefully Ateba doesn't like steak or yachts, because I mean, dude, look at imagine how many yachts him and his buddies could get if Ateba Godier goes out there and wins a decision. I mean, that's Vines by decision. So Godier by decision plus 2,000. Plus 2,000. What? Imagine he's texting his buddies, hey guys, decision props plus 2,000. I mean, you know how much steak you can get if you put a couple $100 on a plus 2,000? You know how much yachts you can get? You put a good chunk of cash on that plus 2,000 decision prop. But I mean, to be honest, if the only way this fight is going over, if it is rigged, I mean, this guy Vines has been knocked out in all 3 of his losses, all in the first round. So yeah, should be Godier KO1. I don't hate fading Godier at his price for DK. Yeah, I don't hate it. But if you can get there, I mean, get there. I mean, he's gonna smash here, but there are a lot of good options that are cheaper than him. Godier in the under 0.5 rounds is plus 180. I don't mind that. I was actually expecting a worse line than that, to be honest. Do you see Hardy knocking out Walker? Not necessarily, but I mean, Walker could be so bad that maybe it does happen. Weezy's balls deep in some broad right now. I don't know what Weezy's doing. If I'm Ateba, I'm betting everything I own on Vines KO. That's why. I mean, this guy Cody's sharp, man. I mean, that's a sharp look. So Godier can do Vines KO1 plus 3,000. Godier can go out there and maybe act like he hurts his leg, maybe an injury, which would cash that KO1. I mean, we could see that. I mean, you never know. There could be some shenanigans. Absolutely could be some shenanigans. Vines by sub is plus 5,000. Hopefully Godier is not buddies with Michelle Pereira, but yeah, I mean, this should be a Godier KO1. It's just a sanctioned murder, just a sick fight. All right, we got to start moving a little bit, guys. Piper, Abus Magomedov. We got Piper minus 230, Magomedov plus 195. So it's an interesting fight, and it's a weird one because I actually think, minute for minute, like this is going to be a competitive fight. Like I think Magomedov does do some things well. I like the volume, like the variety on the feet, the kicks, could potentially wrestle as well, but I think it's going to look close up until it's not type thing. I think, it's going to be competitive up until, Piper touches that chin of Magomedov, and I think he does. I think he does. Magomedov, he's been hurt in a lot of fights. He was getting hurt badly in the Pereira fight. He was hurt really badly. I don't know how Caio didn't finish him. It kind of looked like Caio bet his decision prop against Abus, but Caio knocked him down in the 3rd round, almost finished him. We saw Sean Strickland, of course, hurt him. I mean, this guy Abus has been hurt in a lot of fights, and Piper, his power is just different. He has a ton of power, especially early in the fight, but that power carries. And I just see Piper touching the chin of Abus at some point. So, he's minus 230 on the money line. I'd rather play the inside the distance, which is minus 110-ish, minus 115, or even like the KO, which is plus 135. Just because if Piper is winning this fight, I do think it's by finish. If he is looking minus 230, I do think it's by finish. If it goes to decision, I think it's gonna look close. Maybe Magomedov could potentially win if it goes to decision, but I think it's gonna look close up until it's not. So yeah, Piper here. I think Piper gets the finish. Piper arm triangle choke round 2. I don't hate it, Moyes. That's why I bet the inside the distance for Piper rather than the KO. There's not much of a difference, and it does cover that sub if he would choose the grapple. Yeah, we could see something like that, especially if Abus is, gassed out and tired. And, I know Piper don't have the best cardio, but, neither does Abus. So I think inside the distance at a pick'em makes a lot of sense to me. Abus got KO'd by Pillowfish Strickland, Piper KO1. Yeah, and he got knocked down badly by pillow-fisted Caio Bahia, which is not a good look. We got Forrest saying, Brady, I think I speak for everyone when I say you're killing it with these breakdowns and commentary. We all appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you as well, Forrest. Can't wait for the fight campaign and for Contender Series on Tuesday. No, not. I mean, in the first round. If I'm betting Ramiz, I'm betting the first round prop, which is plus 750. But I didn't touch that fight. I do like Ramiz on DraftKings though for a dart throw. All right, got to keep moving on. I'll keep this one pretty brief. I don't have anything here, but Zalal Emmet. I mean, minus 470 for Zalal. No, thank you. But it's just really hard to pick against him here. Emmet. I mean, he's 40 years old at featherweight. Like, it's not too often we see guys at 40 years old down at these lower weight classes, and I kind of think Zalal is gonna use that speed, use that footwork, do his best to not get hit, pick apart Emmet over the course of 3 rounds, mix in some takedowns here or there. I think Zalal by decision is his most likely path. That's minus 155. Zalal by submission, maybe. It is plus 600. But I kind of think it's a Zalal decision. Not too much interest in this fight, though, and I'm not touching this one. Yeah, I saw it. Like I said, I saw Ramiz KO1 at plus 3,000. Just crazy. Piper is dog shit. I mean, his power is not, though. His power isn't dog shit. But, yeah, I mean, that power goes along. That power is going to win a lot of fights. Rest in peace, Vines. Agreed. Rest in peace, Tristan Vines. Absolutely sickening. What's happening this today. All right, Yuri Prochazka, Khalil Roundtree. And yeah, this fight's going to be a banger. I mean, this is a Yuri Prochazka fight. Yuri Prochazka, I don't think has ever had a boring fight and never will. And this fight's going to be no different. And kind of how I expect this fight to play out is I think it's going to play out like every Yuri fight. In every Yuri fight, we see him kind of start a little bit slowly, try to be technical. I think Roundtree might have some success early with the leg kicks, but it's like once the fight gets going and once that fight hits that second round, a flip switches in Yuri's head. It's like he needs to go and he needs to go now. He starts to pressure. He starts to make the fight just a chaotic war. Just brings a ton of chaos to the table, and he thrives in that type of fight. So, I think I would look at maybe live betting Yuri after the first round. I think in the first round, Roundtree's going to have some success. I just think Yuri's going to really put it on him down the later half of the fight. I think a Yuri 2-3 KO is very live. I like the fight ends by knockout. It's minus 200. I like that. I mean, Yuri's only been to decision once. And I think both these guys have a lot of power. And, Yuri's durable, but, I mean, he does eat punches with his face. We could see Roundtree maybe knock him out. But I think the most likely scenario here is Prochazka getting that second or third round knockout. So, yeah, I like violence here. And even the fight doesn't go to decisions. It's only minus 275 for a Yuri fight. That seems pretty low, to be honest. I know Roundtree went to decision against Jamal Hill, but Jamal Hill literally did nothing for 25 minutes. I mean, that's not Yuri. I mean, Jamal Hill literally stood there for 25 minutes. So, I like violence here in this one. Best of luck all, and always nice to check in with DFS for a decade now. Love from Denmark. Appreciate you, Lucas. Best of luck to you as well tonight. Will you sing at Vines' funeral if they invite me? Sure, I'll do it. I'll do it for free as well because I'm a class act. We got Dr. Piener Jr. Brady, just wanted to let you know how much I appreciated your singing in the prediction video. I got you. Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Some people didn't. Some people didn't enjoy it. I mean, somebody called me gay. I mean, I'm not gay. I have a wife. I have a kid. I like women. But yeah, somebody called me gay. I don't get it. But people can have their opinions. We got Forrest Daniels saying, smash the like button. Let's go for that. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yuri inside the distance, minus 110 for me. I like it. I like Yuri inside the distance. I like Yuri KO. I like Yuri 2-3 props. I think it gets it done. Hill was moving around Roundtree like he had diarrhea in his pants. I mean, that's a perfect way to explain it, to be honest. Does Gutierrez give his back when getting up? I heard different answers from different people. So for me, it's like, no, he doesn't, because he doesn't try to get up. I mean, he literally lays there. He closes his guard and is content to lose minutes. I mean, it's the most disgusting thing. So, but yeah, if he tries to get up, I mean, there's going to be opportunities for him to get subbed, but I haven't seen him get up much. Appreciate you, Jacob. Brady, not sure if you knew this, but gay also means happy. Maybe someone just called you a happy person. I don't know. He said something along the lines of I'm gay, and it was the gayest thing he's seen all year. I don't know. I don't think he meant happy. But all right, co-main event. We got Merab Dvalishvili, Corey Sandhagen, and kind of how I'm seeing this fight play out is I think Merab's going to win, but I also think it's going to be much closer than the line indicates. I think Sandhagen's going to have a little bit of success here. You know, Sandhagen's a tricky guy to deal with. He's huge for the division, long, rangy, tall, lots of volume on the feet, lots of different variety on the feet, lots of different weapons on the feet. The grappling's improved, very slick on the ground. Great cardio and great cardio as well. And then that's the thing. Like this guy, Sandhagen, has the cardio to go 25 minutes and maybe keep up with that pace that Merab's going to push. So I kind of think it's Merab by decision. I could see a 49-46, 48-47 even. It wouldn't shock me if it was even a split decision, but I'm not picking against Merab. Probably ever, and not here. But what I do like is the Corey Sandhagen spread bet. They got the point spread plus 9.5. Around minus 160. I like that, which means he just has to win 3 rounds. I also don't mind the plus 5.5 point spread, which means he'd have to win 6 total rounds. But yeah, that plus 9.5 on DK, I think is a great look this week. I don't think Sandhagen's getting finished, and I think it can steal at least one round from Merab. So that's kind of how I'm attacking it. I think there is value on Sandhagen at plus 310, but I think it might be one of those value losers where he performs admirably. He has some moments, but just comes away a little bit too short. So, yeah, Merab by decision, but I like the point spread on Sandhagen. Pray Sandhagen doesn't get Paul Hughes. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Didn't watch the fight, but I definitely heard about it. Edmund round 1, Ateba round 1, Puna KO is plus 950. I think all those are live. I think all of them are live. DK finally priced Merab somewhat accurately. I agree. I agree that he's always been not accurately priced, but here, I don't know. I feel like this is a little bit wide. I think your points call is really smart money. I mean, yeah, Sandhagen has to win just 3 total rounds. I mean, he can lose a 49-46 and it hits, so I don't mind that. All right, guys. We'll quickly get into the main event. If you guys have not already, be sure to smash that like button for me. We'll be back tomorrow for Stat Diggers. We have a really good card next week. We got Charles Oliveira, Mateus Gamrot. We got the Brazil card. I mean, that card next week is going to be maybe even just as good. Not just as good as this card, but it's a really good card next week. Looking forward to that. All right. We have Magomed Ankalaev going against Alex Pereira. We got Ankalaev minus 232, Alex Pereira plus 197. And kind of what I think is going to happen in this fight is I think we get a different fight. I know it's the same 2 guys fighting, but I think we get a different fight. In the first fight, Alex Pereira was, very tentative. Didn't really do much. Didn't really do anything. I mean, he landed only 11 head strikes over the course of 25 minutes. And I just see in this fight him being more aggressive. He has to be. I mean, it would be dumb not to be. He needs to be more aggressive. He needs to take chances, right? And with that, I think that'll give him opportunities, to land that big shot. But I also think that could be to his detriment. And I think it could potentially run into something here. So I think this fight, I know the first fight went the distance. I think we can get a finish here as long as Alex Pereira comes in here with a different game plan. And I don't see why he would. I don't see why his game plan would be to come in here and do nothing again for 25 minutes. I don't think anybody wants to see that. I don't think it's a smart move. So if he comes in here more aggressive, I think this fight's live to finish. I think the fight ends by knockout at a pick'em is a solid look. I think Ankalaev by knockout. I mean, it was plus 290. I think that's very live. I mean, Pereira gets hurt a lot. Ankalaev KO currently plus 275. I think that's live. I think it's very, especially if we get a more aggressive version of Alex Pereira. So yeah, I'm liking violence here. I think somebody's getting knocked out, or at least I hope. I'm hoping for an exciting fight. Would it shock me if it was another boring Ankalaev fight? No, we've seen plenty of those, but I'm hoping Alex Pereira changes something up here and makes it more exciting. If he does, I think somebody's getting knocked out, and I think that somebody is going to be Alex Pereira. So give me Ankalaev to get it done, and I think he's going to get done by knockout. Brady, you were on a recent episode of The Golden Hour with Brendan Schaub and Chris Elliott. Was I? I've never even heard of that. I'll have to check it out. That'd be hilarious. Enter Sandman. You and Uncle Weezy's take on this fight during Stat Diggers, I think, made a lot of sense. And yeah, I think it was kind of the take I'm giving now, right? Like, actually, I forget what I said on Sunday. It's been so long, but yeah, hopefully we get a better version of Pereira. Brady over under 1.5 ligaments ruptured for Marab during this fight. I mean, I guess under, hopefully. Under. Corey isn't training with Ryan Hall this camp. Could be a big deal. Is he not? Is he? What happened to him and Ryan Hall? I thought Ryan Hall were training a lot. I don't know. Brady, how is the under 4.5 at Alex versus Ank? Yeah, I like it. I like the under 4.5. I like it a lot. I think it has moved a little bit throughout the week. Just a little bit. Actually, not really. Yeah, minus 110. I don't mind it. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. Fights are about to kick off. We're about to watch freaking Veronica Hardy, Brogan Walker. So, gotta go catch that fight. Best of luck, everybody, for UFC 320. If you guys can do me a favor, like on your way out. Be sure to subscribe on your way out. I think we're 450 subs away from 30K. Trying to reach it by the end of the year. So if you guys do enjoy the content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And guys, best of luck. Enjoy the fights for UFC 320. And we'll talk to you soon. See ya.